Hello the internet, Matthew here, coming to you with a fifth entry in my Mind Program journal. As of this recording, I've had another 4 sessions, bringing the grand total up to 24, and I'm here to talk to you about some of the results. Now on September 17th, I had my 21st session, and as I've indicated before, the Mind Program has thankfully helped me get control over my depression. It's dead-ended the mental tracks where I would normally go when something would set me off and my thoughts would just get worse and worse and worse and just slowly pull me down to that depressive darkness that could last for weeks or months. But in the weeks since my 21st session, something occurred that would normally set me off very quickly into a long depressive track. I was feeling sad, I was feeling angry, but I couldn't get depressed. Almost immediately, I was looking for solutions. I was trying to think through the pain, figure out why I was feeling these ways. A kind of acute self-awareness about this particular kind of situation that I've never had. It was almost like my brain wanted to get depressed out of sheer familiarity. Like an old dog looking for his old ratty bed. The padding is gone, it smells like ass, but the dog likes laying there and his human throws it away and gets him a brand new one and the dog doesn't know what to do with it. That's kind of how my brain was. I could tell it's been working towards this, that I've been less prone to feeling depressive feelings or to get into that track that would normally just slide me down into the depths. For the first time, it felt like there was nowhere to go. Like there was no track, there was no train, there was no door, there was nothing. And right away, there was just solutions. Right away, there was just understanding. I've lived like this for 36 years, where I would just go in and out of depressions that could last weeks or months. There's nothing else that I could attribute this massive change to except for the Mind Program. On September 26th, I had my 22nd session. And besides not being able to get depressed, my focus on my work has been incessant, obsessive. As I'm working on my blogs and my videos, I find myself sitting at my desk for 6, 7, sometimes 8 hours at a time. My brain, my mind just so focused, almost feels sometimes like I just can't stop. While ADHD is known to have a side of hyperfocus, this has been like hyperfocus on meth. It's incredible the amount of work that I could get done in a long or short time frame. The ability to assign tasks in terms of priority in my head and just go through the list. This has been honestly unprecedented for me. On October 1st, I had my 23rd session. Now, to supplement the emotional and cognitive benefits I've been seeing, I started to see some positive spiritual effects from the Mind Program as well. I'm pagan, and for the last couple of years, I've been focusing my attention on mostly the Germanic pantheon of my heritage. But lately, I seem to be more drawn and, in my opinion, getting attention from the pantheon of the Greek gods. And instead of feeling any kind of bewilderment or trepidation, I've just slowly accepted and adapted to this change. I've had some very amazing, focused, and profound meditation sessions. I've also been experiencing very real and very deep and vivid dreams that I can remember fairly clearly and interpret fairly easily. Lately, it seems that my right hemisphere and my subconscious mind, my left hemisphere and my conscious mind are all starting to come together, come closer in sync. And really, that's the best way I can describe it. Now, despite the news that we'll see on TV or on social media, lately I've been feeling a greater sense of peace and acceptance. And just as I was able to shift from one pantheon to the other as the signs and synchronicities seem to be presenting themselves to me, I'm looking at the landscape around me with a lot more understanding and a lot less agitation. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still determined to make a better world for my daughter, but there's a lot less panic behind that drive. Now, in my 24th session on October 15th, and the gap was because I had gotten sick, but it didn't really seem to affect my development, as in the time since, I can honestly say that my internal dialogue has gotten a lot more direct, a lot more blunt. I can ask myself a question about myself and expect a very honest answer. It's almost off-putting. We lie to ourselves on a regular basis, and I'm no exception. And as much as I can be very honest with the people around me, I'm not always as clear with myself. But that's starting to change. I've been getting some really blunt answers and been a little surprised. Somewhat delighted, mostly insulted, but I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. As I said in the intro video, to this playlist. The Mind program is easily one of the most powerful tools that I've encountered so far on my hero's journey. So much so that at this point, I'm definitely willing to label this a supernatural aid. And I am incredibly grateful to my friends over at the Phi Center for helping me get involved with it. So that's all for this journal entry. I will update you next month after I've had another 4 sessions. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. As always, I will leave all relevant links to the Mind program and the Phi Center down in the description below. And if you want to learn more about the Mind program directly, you can visit phicenter.nyc for more information. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in and to remind you all that you're still the hero. Take care, everybody.